Everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon D&D Ice. We had a pretty exciting episode last time, and we should keep up the momentum. But have one of you fellows decided who wants to recap what happened on our last exciting episode?
Probably me, since I have a -3, I might need it.
Yeah.
Alright, so last episode, we got to a spooky cabin that was practically an exact replica of the one we saw on the island where we fought Cryofang. Uh, Aiden picked the lock, and we got inside of it. Um, we go through the mirror. It turns out Rathonatrix couldn't go with us because it's a no-no for the Great Worms to go to other planes. Once we got there, we were met with a bunch of statues of Krya and got a bunch of spooky messages from them, which, for time's sake, I will refrain from reading right now.
Okay.
Uh, we ran into some ice elementals that could jump through the ice pillars in the room. Aiden made short work of them with his very powerful weapon and a nice crit, putting him at the top of the damage charts for the campaign. And as we were fighting these, a simulacrum of Nero showed up, and we went on to attack him, or it, whatever. And after a short chase sequence, we ended up knocking him. Well, Sabrina knocked him out of the sky with a Toll the Dead, and it fell to the ground and dissolved into its snowy components. Let's see here. After that, we found a bunch of books that were exactly like the ones in the other library. Sabrina found a spell scroll, but it was just a sleep spell. And then we went to find another clone. Sabrina proceeded to nerd out over it and take a whole bunch of metrics over what the spell needed, what it looked like, and all that stuff. After which, Sib proceeded to break it, and Sabrina retrieved the diamond, which was worth 1,000 gold. Sigurd spotted a second simulacrum, which we began to pursue, but some ice elementals got in the way. We decided to run past the the ice elementals, but not without having a rather unfortunate casualty in the form of Mecha Gross. And to top it all off, we lost track of the simulacrum, and currently we find ourselves inside of a large room that has a poem in it, and a whole bunch of doors.
All right. Yeah, you can take an inspiration to perhaps mitigate that -3.
We can
Uh,
only hope.
But we go back to this this fortress, this temple. Uh, you are in this as you rise the stairs. You're in this room that kind of has it has four hallways sprawled out in each of the uh, about 45-degree angles from directly at the 12 o'clock area and where you stand at the stairs. So one goes northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. They each have a. There's a large poem at the 12 o'clock direction of this circular room, and the four hallways have a an inscription of the themes you have been uh, you heard by touching the statue: cruelty, endurance, isolation, and preservation, each having a little descriptor at the end of it. What do you wish to do?
Hmm.
And Aiden gets the luck point. Do we even have to say why it was for the copious amounts of
Well,
damage you did?
Right.
He just turned on delete mode.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So, how are we
Hmm.
going to handle this? Just pick a direction and go through it?
Oh, it's definitely, if we're going forward, we should probably split up into, well, what Krya was saying to each of us.
I
Are
don't
you
like that
sure that's a good
idea.
idea?
I don't like that idea.
I think that if we attempt all going through the same door, it will go less well.
Um,
Or potentially we
I'm
could just
not.
call our losses here and get out of Dodge.
Our Thronatrix did say that we should be fast.
Well, we're not splitting up, and I don't want to turn around.
I don't think that the door will let us through. Best case scenario,
Hmm.
if we're not part of the thing, and Sinbad's gonna try to open the door about whatchamacallit, being mean to people. I can't remember the word right now.
Cruelty?
Cruelty?
Cruelty, yes.
All right, that is in the
I
northeast direction.
guess Sigurd would point that out. Which one reads cruelty?
Yeah. So yeah, Sigurd would because they're in a different language right now. He'd have to actually point that out. And
Right.
you're doing that, right? You're gonna point to which one's cruelty.
Yeah, he'd point to which one's cruelty if asked.
All right, it's in the northeast direction.
Yeah, does it open to Sinbad?
It does open.
All right, so that's a bit more progress than I thought it would let me have.
It when you open, it's just kind of this inky darkness in front of you.
Hmm.
Very akin to like what happens when you go into a mystery dungeon in the mainland, which, funny enough, you have not encountered at all in the ice continent.
There's mystery dungeons in this plane?
It's similar. I'm not saying it is, but it looks similar to that.
Hmm.
Well, the MDRA would be happy. I'm gonna touch it.
I feel as if going through the door labeled as cruelty is not the wisest choice.
I mean, I'm just gonna touch like the black void and see if my hand
Well,
paw goes through.
it goes in, but it's you can easily pull it back.
I mean, we're not meeting any resistance. At
As
least
of
I'm
yet.
not.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Sigurd, we could go to one of the less questionable themes.
Hmm.
Assuming there is one for one of them. Is there a preservation door?
Yeah,
There is one of preservation.
What about that one then?
I guess Sigurd would go kind of check that one out.
yeah, it's the same kind of deal. It's it goes down a hallway about 15 feet, and then it leads to a door. And
Hmm.
above it, it says preservation. Every flake of snow is unique, and that which is unique must be preserved.
Huh. I guess he'll try the door. I assume the same thing happens.
Yeah, it opens the same manner that Sinbad opened it, and it leads to this inky blackness.
Okay.
Let's at least go through this one.
Okay. Real quick, I forgot to ask this last time. Was there like an upstairs that Sigurd saw of the building itself when they were coming here?
Yes, you did see it outside.
There was like a tower
Like
or an up or
sort,
just
yeah, like a tower that.
hmm.
Uh,
But it didn't go out this far. Or at least it probably wouldn't go out that much further.
yeah, it wouldn't go out much further.
Hmm.
Sabrina's just kind of standing in front of the darkness at this point, waiting for everyone else to follow suit.
Mhm.
Whatever's beyond here is, well...
We don't know what's beyond here. That's why we need to find out.
So, was the poem just a puzzle, or are we
No.
misunderstanding this?
I don't believe it's a puzzle.
I mean, learning more about Krya could help us in the future battle with Nero, considering we will basically be fighting both of them at once.
Assuming your theory holds true.
I don't see any reason why she wouldn't make the ring, especially after doing all of these things of her personality.
Let's just make this quick. Just... If there's anything of note, we'll take note of it. If not, let's try and get out as fast as we can.
Okay,
And
let's go in.
Sigurd will I guess, lead the way through.
Okay. Everyone else is following?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So as you walk forward, the light of the room behind you just I guess Aiden is lighting the way because it was dark in here, and it slowly, your sword, Aiden, the Holy Avenger, it slowly starts to dim before you're in complete darkness. And then, almost like the sound of a breath, you open your eyes, you blink and almost miss the transition. You find yourself outside. It looks like you're in a cave, very similar to the cave you were in before, at the very start of your journey with all the bear tick and cubchew. There's kind of a small circle. It looks like a campsite with the remnants of a fire in the middle of it, and you four see a figure huddled at one of the edges of this cave, shivering, shaking, looking famished and frostbitten. It is a plusle, very young.
Famished, young. Sigurd will probably immediately go over to it.
Yeah. It looks up to you. It almost looks like a minin with how like blue and frostbitten it is. It says, "Please, don't let me die."
Sigurd will kneel down and, without a word, just kind of pull a ration out of his bag.
Yeah. It like shakily grabs the ration, like freezing cold, and I'm so cold.
Who are you?
I'm Walter. Please don't let me die.
Curiosity.
Hmm?
It probably wouldn't matter. I'm just thinking.
Can you make any fire, Sib?
Pull it out and block
He
doesn't
will.
matter.
He'll make the attempt to produce flames.
It works.
I don't like this. But isn't like the fire down there already out?
There's like he's huddled at a he doesn't have any warm clothes at all. He's wearing like rags, and there is a like the remnants of a fire in the center, like it's a fire that went out.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I don't think we have firewood.
Sigurd does.
Sigurd does.
Yeah. he'll like reach into his bag again, pull out a log of firewood and also out a blanket out. He'll just toss the firewood towards the campsite or the remnants of that campfire as he tries to wrap the blanket around this plusle.
All right.
Yeah.
Sabrina has an extra pair of cold weather clothes that she'll offer.
All right.
I don't know if this will fit, but it's better than nothing.
Anything, please. I'm so cold. And he takes your things. And are you starting the fire too?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've bundled him up. You get a fire going like no problem. And I should point out too, Aiden, the Holy Avenger is now dull. Like it's just a normal longsword.
Oh,
Does it speak to you still?
he's gonna try.
It doesn't say anything. But this Plusle like scoots up near the fire and begins like warming his hands.
Happened to you? Why are you all the way out here?
I don't want to die. And everyone do a perception check.
Okay.
Hmm.
Perception.
Parser, why?
Is it doing the thing? It is.
No,
Okay,
why did I use it? What, I should just use main. Okay, well that's 11.
That's a 5.
All
Well,
right.
I have 17. I win.
All right.
16.
The Arachilus siblings. You notice something strange happen. The few minutes you are sitting around the fire with this Plusle, he had the appearance of like a young boy, like 6 or 7 years old. He now looks like he's 15.
Sabrina's gonna message Sib and say, "Are you seeing this?"
I was certain this was a test of Krya's when we came in here.
What do you make of it?
I mean, I feel like he's going to continue to age until we've either preserved him for his life or he dies.
Sabrina's going to message the observation to the other two and try and see what their input is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
When they point this out, yeah, you notice it. You couldn't tell but first how bundled up he is with the blankets, but then you kind of notice it. He's like almost a decade or older.
How much time do you have left?
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
And he responds with an older sounding voice. He's like, "What are you talking about? Just please don't let me die."
How do we do that?
Is there anything else around here, Crow, besides just the cave? Like, if we turn around and look back, there's nothing of interest behind us?
No, it's the exit to the. It's the exit to the. It leads back to like that inky blackness.
All right.
He looks about 30 now.
Sigurd's going to put on the true sight glasses, activate a charge.
When you try to activate it, nothing happens. You just
Okay.
you just see the same thing.
Okay.
Let's try to take him out of here.
Well,
Okay,
where's
okay.
Al?
Back the way we
Same
came?
came in.
I mean, is it still there?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
still
it's just
there.
the same blackness.
Then never mind.
All right.
I guess
let's-
Sigurd and Sinbad's gonna hoist him up and drag
Yeah.
him out.
Well, he's a plusle, so
Yeah.
Sigurd can probably just pick them up.
He's about middle-aged now.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's go.
yeah. Okay, he'll try to carry him out.
All right. He's like, where are you taking me?
Hang on.
You're gonna leave this place?
Yeah.
Was there anywhere further in we could go?
No, it's just kind of like it's like this led to out like a cave,
Hmm.
and it's just kind of this small circular cave. Ice
One way
walls.
in, one way out.
Before I do that, I'm gonna try one thing. Sarah's gonna take out one of the runes he has, ice,
Hmm.
the as an ISE,
Hmm.
and try to activate it. I guess on armor or boots. I guess on their clothing.
What does that do?
Um, all it does is, you can touch a body of water and freeze it, but it has some ice effects. So
Yeah, it was two different things. It was either that or it was like cold resistance or was it?
no, I think it's just that. I think it's just that.
Okay. So yeah, he has the ability to do that, I guess.
Okay. No, that didn't do anything. That's
Okay,
fine.
Let's get him out.
Yeah, we're moving him out then.
All right. You he's like, I don't want to go out there. It's too cold.
You'll be fine.
We've got you.
Just
Okay.
and yeah, I guess he'll try to carry him out through the portal.
All right. You all leave with him in tow. He offers resistance, but he's at this point he's kind of like elderly now, so he doesn't put up much of a fight. And as you walk through the inky blackness, you find yourself in the same room, except there is no door behind you anymore. That's one fail.
Darn it.
Yeah,
I thought so.
they're still there. They're gone now.
You're just gone. It's like you
Okay.
were.
I
you-
think we may have destroyed him in the process of getting him out.
If this is Kraya's domain,
We got to act like
preservation has
Krya.
been freezing him.
Yes. He would have lasted forever. As a
Well,
child.
then why didn't you say something before we took him out?
All right, well, to be fair, I had to confirm my suspicions.
Well, it's a bit late for that now. What happened at
I kind of just thought you guys knew what to do.
Okay, let's go to the
Well,
next one.
I mean, I don't want to walk into a room and have the first thing that comes out of my mouth be, let him freeze to death.
Well, he wasn't real anyway.
Okay, we didn't know
Are-
that
was
until
he?
he started aging.
So we're effectively going to have to go to each of these doors and maybe follow whatever the...
Follow the philosophy of Krya.
I don't like the idea for cruelty.
Don't worry, we have an
I-
expert.
Mm,
Never mind. Let's go.
Which door are we doing next?
Sigurd is going to.
The sword is active again too. I should point out.
Oh, okay.
Sigurd's going to head over to Endurance.
Okay. Endurance. Exist as long as you can. By whatever.
Do we have our items that we gave to him back? Or did they disappear with him?
They whatever you left in there, it's now gone forever.
Well, I mean, we carried him out, and he was wearing my extra pair of warm clothes.
Okay, that is a good point. You were carrying him out, so.
It now has dust in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, had to clarify that. Continue.
Yeah, I think the firewood is gone, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the firewood's gone. I marked that off.
All right. Endurance. Exist as long as you can, by whatever means you can. Only by enduring can you outlast your enemies.
Oh, this sounds like fun. This sounds like what we were doing in there, but to ourselves.
Uh,
Uh,
mm,
that kind of by whatever means.
well, let's even.
Unless it's us fighting something again. It could be that.
Sigurd, I don't know if you want to come through this door with us. By any means, I have a feeling this is going to get ugly. Then again, cruelty is going to be ugly. They're all ugly. We're screwed either way.
I'm.
I don't want to tell you what I was thinking. He's gonna go through the door, I guess.
Oh.
Oh,
Real
All right.
following.
You're all following?
I guess we're just going then.
Sigurd will hesitate, then follow.
Okay. You walk out of a. It seems like you go into the inky darkness, and you walk into what out of a cave, like this small cave opening, in front of this frozen lake. And you see a hole in the center of the frozen lake.
Oh, I see. Ah, well, that's inconvenient.
A hole in the center of a frozen lake.
Yeah.
By any means necessary.
Do you think we can cast water walk in here?
You can try.
But the lake's frozen. I mean, the first question.
Oh, the lake was frozen?
Yep. There's a thick
Okay.
sheet of ice over it.
But not in the middle where it's
Yeah.
got a hole.
There's very clearly a hole in the center going down into the lake.
Is it filled with water or is it like an actual hole?
It's
Well, it's like a hole cut in the center of the lake.
Like a fishing hole.
Yeah,
into
like a
the
fishing hole.
water.
Okay.
Like a large hole.
Sigurd will approach the hole.
Okay, you're walking on the lake, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty sturdy, and you walk over to the hole. And
Is there... Oh, sorry?
Are you looking down into it?
Yeah, I'm looking down into it. Is there anything down there?
Yes, there's clear water, crystal clear water, and at the very, what looks like the bottom of this lake, there is a golden emblem in the shape of that avian bird-like figure you've seen so many times throughout the ice continent.
Oh, you can't be
What?
serious.
How deep is the lake?
It is about 200 feet deep.
Jeez, okay.
And that is freezing water.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
Seeing that this ice is holding up, Sigurd, Aiden's gonna move towards the hole in the ice.
Yeah. You see exactly what he sees.
That's a very deep lake.
That it is.
But the emblem's like glowing. It's radiating at the bottom. That's why you can see it and get a good gauge on how deep it is.
Endurance means anything it takes to survive. That couldn't mean us swimming down there, right?
I think it does.
That's likely what it means.
I can
And-
probably get down there, but once I'm down there, I can't really do anything.
I think the only person who could make it down there would be Aiden. He's the only one that has equipment that helps him against cold underwater.
That's a pretty far dive, though. I
Hmm.
mean, do we know what we're going to even do with the sigil? Like, just someone touches it, or what if we threw something heavy down?
Hmm.
I
Let's
mean,
see.
Just to remind you guys too, like you can totally just turn back to like the cave to the
Yeah.
but that would mean we'd fail.
S- Let's see. What do I got? Just trying to see what I've got on. Maybe that could help us here
I don't-
potentially.
Realize
I mean-
can actually.
Like, we can yeet rope in there, but we have to yeet a lot of rope, and we would have no way of being able to grab it.
Hmm. I don't have anything there.
I didn't realize just how fast this Trico can actually be. That's kind of silly.
Actually, there might be something we could do. If we attached something heavy to the bottom of a bag of holding, and then someone jumped inside the bag of holding, it would get to the bottom, and then you could pop out, and then grab it.
Hmm.
And potentially we could pull back in the bag of holding after that, if we had the rope for it.
I have 100 feet of rope. If you'd like, if you want to try that.
I have 50. We'd need all 200 though.
Let me think.
Hey,
Hmm?
I still have dust of dryness.
Just absorb all
I
the
don't-
water.
I don't
in the
think that
freaking
will
thing.
work.
You should try it.
How much water does that
I have
absorb?
100. I have 100 feet of rope. It took me a while to find it, and my bag of
Oh, okay.
everything is in it. Okay, so if we want to try that, we can.
Yeah, so we can try the Sinbad bag of holding trick because he's not holding things in it. He doesn't trust his bag.
Um,
Something heavy to
up
attach
to y'all. I don't think anyone would. Who would be able to fit in it though?
Pretty
Anyone
much
can
any of us.
fit in a bag of holding except for you.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm still thinking Aiden's our best bet.
I mean, he can move up to.
Partially because Krya talked to him about this specifically, partially because Ice Dragon scaled.
What? No, I thought Aiden was preservation.
I thought that was
Yeah,
Sigurd.
Aiden was preservation.
Do we have anything?
Sigurd
heavy
was
to tie to the
endurance.
bag? Do we have anything heavy to tie to the bag? Well, the bag itself is 15 pounds. It'd just sink.
Listen, I have 2,000 decks of gaming cards in my bag of holding. This is the perfect opportunity. No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I have a quarterstaff.
Are
Or
magic
4
items even working
daggers.
in this place to begin with?
When you, funny you should note that you, the sword is not working once again. It did activate once again when you went to that kind of main
Right.
area, but in here it's just like a normal longsword.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm gonna stick my hand in this bag of holding and see if I can pull out a deck of cards.
It appears to be just a normal bag, and there's nothing in it.
I knew it.
In that case, I don't have 100 feet of rope.
Hmm.
That's okay. We have 150.
Can you cast spells?
I would hope Aiden has another 50 feet of rope.
Yeah, he does.
So we still have 200 feet of rope altogether.
Sigurd's gonna look to the other three. Are you able to cast spells out here?
I can maybe get to the bottom with Autoluke's Resilient Sphere, but once I'm down there, that's it. And I can only do it for a
That's-
minute. I do have... No, I don't. It's in my bag of holding. Never mind.
Well, if we have a way of pulling you back up, hold on.
Couldn't you dimension door out when you got down there?
No, because I already used the charge of that for the day.
Hmm.
Like, I kept seeing the way that Sabrina would kind of warp us around, and I think I actually have something I can do that would be similar to that.
You said you had 150 feet of rope.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't work that far.
Between all of us, we have 200 feet of rope.
I don't think the rope's going to help us here. I'm going to be honest with you.
Maybe
I mean, if
it
you could pull
can. Maybe
if the rest of
it
y'all-
can.
If the rest of y'all pull up as the other person's trying to swim up with the rope, maybe? I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Sphere's weightless.
If we really had to, we could go down. I could go down with my rope, and then rope trick, and then recover for an hour, and then make
See-
progress again on the way
see-
back.
Can you even cast spells out here? Well, message went through last time, didn't it?
I'm gonna cast shape water and try to just throw some water out of the lake onto the ice.
You do. You just kind of just
Okay.
splash some water
That
out.
still works. Okay, this is a clarification regarding the resilient sphere. Could you
Simply.
have a rope attached to you, then cast it, and the rope is still one piece, or would that
Oh
cut the rope?
shoot!
I
Alright.
have no idea.
I'm our best bet. We're gonna if we can tie me down to something heavy, I can get all the way down. Actually, no, I'm just gonna have to swim. If I can get all the way down there, I can use water walk to get back out.
I should
What
point
you're
out-
asking is like a rope going outside of Odaluke's resilient sphere?
Like, say you have a rope attached to the person casting it, and that rope extends past the bubble.
It would probably just get cut off because it says nothing can go through it.
You have to tie it around the bubble itself.
Yeah, you probably
Itself.
yeah.
I mean, potentially we could cast Autoluke's Resilient Sphere on me. I could go all the way down, grab it when the spell ends, and then cast Water Walk to come back out.
You'd only have a minute.
With
Autoluke's
Resilient
Resilient
Sphere, yep.
Yeah.
That's kind of perfect, though, isn't it?
A minute is perfectly fine.
Can you
A
swim
minute's-
200
Water
feet
walk
in a minute?
Wouldn't
I
you
can't
just
swim at all. I would just sink.
Yeah, it just sink.
The bubble is weightless.
Well, then, we're going to have to go tie some rocks to that bubble.
Or would you
Good luck
just...
tying something around a sphere.
Gosh, okay, I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
point
you
this
can
out.
do it.
Aiden can technically move 240 feet in one turn. For one
And
turn.
swim would half that.
Swim would have that, yeah.
He does not have a swim speed.
But if you can move that fast per one turn,
Okay, if you use Resilient Sphere, would it just like float on the water?
Yeah, it's weightless.
Okay.
Ah,
Is the sphere weightless? Does that just mean the thing inside it's weightless as well?
I interpret it as it's weightless and it would just float.
So it's like you're standing in a hamster bubble, basically, and
Yeah.
Huh.
It is buoyant.
Does it say that? Okay, fair enough. Well, fair enough.
The
Okay.
DM has ruled it thus.
Well, that means it's effectively a water walk, so we could throw Sabrina down there and she could cast it to get out. Actually, no, all the water would be in there with her. That's a terrible idea.
oh, jeez. You know,
I mean,
Alright,
it would
so-
be fast, so
Water
either
walk
way.
can get you out in 3 turns.
He can swim out in 2.
Not quite, because the one turn's 240, then the remaining turns would be 120 each. Half. It's 200 feet deep.
It'd be 2 down, 2 up.
More like 2 down, 3 up. No, maybe worse than that. You
I
said
don't
at the
know
bottom
about
this is a sigil, like a plate that's down there, like just
Yeah,
on the floor.
you could see it. You can't really. You could just see kind of this golden outline of the statue of the bird.
Okay.
Hmm.
The biggest issue is really that of what to do once down there, because I mean, this is all just getting down there in the first place.
I mean, if I blew all my spell slots, I could continually thunder step down. And then water walk my way up.
In terms of raw movement, though, I think
Wait.
that's best.
What
What?
does water walk require? It requires verbal components. I'd have to subtle spell it.
Or you could just cast it on yourself now.
No, because then I wouldn't be able to dive.
Yes, you would.
No, you can't dive after you cast water walk. You can't go underwater after that.
You can. I thought it said you can decide to go underwater.
That's the ring.
That's the ring? Okay.
What's
Yep.
the ring? Yeah.
Well, subtle spell only casts 1 sorcery point, so.
It's a 30-foot range.
Yep.
Ugh. I'm looking at this and honestly thinking our best bet's just gonna be Aiden actually swimming down there, as crazy as it is.
Or just leaving.
You got 4 turns to do that, and Sinbad would take like 5 at
Be
least.
like 5 down.
No, it'd be like 2
With-
down if I
with-
cast
with
Thunder
Aiden.
Step.
Oh, I mean with Aiden, it'd be like 5 down.
No, it'd be 2
No.
down, 2 up.
This is going to be too resource intensive. We should just bail on this one.
Hmm.
We could just be approaching this whole thing wrong.
We probably are.
I mean, it said by whatever means necessary. Maybe we just don't use magic and we go for it.
That's not by whatever means necessary, though. How cold is the water, by the way?
You touch
Just
it.
kind of going in. Yeah.
All right, and it is freezing cold as you would expect a lake to be. I think you've taken a plunge in water before in the campaign.
Yeah.
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 Feels like that.
Okay. Lovely. Hmm.
That's not. I keep looking at the dust of dryness, thinking there's something to do with this here because it could be really useful.
No, it wouldn't be able to absorb enough of the water.
I know.
It's also not active right now.
You're right, the magic stuff here.
I just don't have to wait down.
3 minutes.
3 minutes? Okay.
Okay,
No-
yeah, we're not
no,
gonna
I'm
get it in 3 minutes.
I'm
Let's just
saying
go.
3 minutes left.
To make a decision.
Yeah, I know. We're not gonna be able to come to one in 3 minutes. Let's just
I'm
leave.
like,
What?
cruelty and isolation are our last two. I cannot imagine isolation will go well if all four of us go in there.
Mm,
So we're leaving then?
Feel like we're just
um.
okay. Here's a really important question: are items like the soul stone still working in here?
Yes.
Okay. I'm kind of just saying I could bite the bullet and go for it. I haven't taken exhaustion yet.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, do it now.
Yeah, stuff a soul stone down your shirt, turn it on, and go.
I mean, I've already got the soul stone active. I don't know if I can activate more.
I don't think it's gonna
Hmm.
go well for you either way, but if you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not, let's go.
Magic, magic, magic. Okay, yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this clear. I'm using unburden for this first part,
Okay.
making
Snuff-
sure both my hands are free. I think we're just gonna take the dive right now.
All right. So, all right, you're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
use as much of my movement speed as possible. Just swim straight down to this thing.
All right. So, Aiden, you steel yourself and you hop in the freezing cold water. Okay. So I'll say your armor still works. I'll say the soul stone works. Do a frost check as you jump into the world, and so you only have 10 right now, I think. Or is
Plus,
there-
oh wait, the armor still works. Soulstone. What about the Heliolisk blessing? Is that
That'll work.
okay? So that's 15 plus. Okay, so I still have a plus 20.
Okay.
Shoot.
You take 1 point of exhaustion as you begin swimming. All right. So how far can you move?
240 feet. This is assuming I'm using a dash action from my main action bonus.
All right. So you get 120 feet down. That one turn goes around. I need you to do another frost check for me.
Okay. This time it's a minus, so it is d20 plus 19. I don't know what the check required to pass this is.
Yeah, I'm keeping that a secret.
It's still not good. 26.
That is not enough. You take another point of exhaustion. All right,
Boy.
you're free to use your movement to go. So
Okay. So that here would be, in this case, it's 120, so this is 60.
okay, yeah, you're very close to it now. You can see it with the golden light within your grasp. Make one more frost check as you're gonna get it next turn.
Oh, do you only get that movement speed bonus once?
Only the one turn. Until
okay.
I don't move.
Okay.
33.
This time you steel yourself seeing the home stretch and you see the golden emblem.
Okay. This is something I can just reach out and try to touch then.
All right. As you touch it, everything goes black. And you find yourself back in the foyer room with wet clothes. Aiden, you have one. Remind me that later.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start doing the Eric Hellis drying rack maneuver.
Yeah. Before you're about to freeze again, Sinbad dries your clothes out for you with his magic.
He's still definitely shivering after that, but... Well...
Hmm.
I think that was the solution.
Huh.
Yep.
Well,
Oh, let's do what you had to
that's good at
do.
least. Let's keep going then.
I still don't think going in with 4 people into the door of isolation is a good idea.
In that
Let me
case, I
check.
can handle it.
Are we sure about that?
I mean, it's
Well,
called
would you rather all
isolate.
of us go in? I mean, I assume the rest of you can follow in afterwards, if not.
Question: is the door behind us
Yeah,
gone now?
It's gone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All your magic items are active again.
We have cruelty and isolation. And in theory, we could do both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could have all of us do cruelty and then have one person do isolation.
Whatever's behind cruelty, I'm not sure if I want to see it regardless.
If we could have, if you wanted to, you could do isolation while we do cruelty.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
It really doesn't.
What do you suggest we do then? I'll go into the room denoting isolation.
I don't know.
Oh, you just leave us?
No, he's asking
What?
if you should.
Oh, okay, I thought he said. I thought he said he did it.
No.
We don't really have a good way of knowing what's going on.
Sabrina says, if you're gonna go in there alone, she takes out one of the abolition brand ointments and gives it to him, the one with 5 charges, and says, take this. If something goes wrong, it'll at least keep you alive long enough to get you out.
Okay. If I'm not... Give me 5 minutes. And if I'm not back by then, I'll be just coming after me.
She nods.
Really
I
don't
guess
think we can
Sigurd
do
will
that.
head to the door noted as isolation then.
All right. Isolation. In solitude, you can understand and harness your full potential. Depending on others makes you weak.
Okay.
You go inside.
Yeah, he'll open the door and go inside.
Okay. As you watch Sigurd go inside, you guys witness this from the other end. The door disappears behind him. It just becomes a wall. Sigurd, as your kind of vision comes into focus, you are in the middle of an icy forest. It's nighttime. There's a small campsite with a fire with a blue flame in the middle. You are surrounded by dense forest all around you.
Huh. Campsite with a blue flame. I suppose he'll approach.
Yeah, it's relatively warm.
Is there anything that sort of stands out?
Nope, just you, the fire, a log, and the dense forest all around you.
Hmm. In that case, he'll go ahead and just sit by the fire for a moment. See what's going on.
Nothing seems to change. You hear just kind of it's silent. You hear the creaking of trees and the wind. Just you can't maybe hear the occasional twig snap, but it could have been just the fire.
Huh. Betting on others makes you weak.
I should point out there is no door, in which means to get out. You don't see
Hmm.
anyone around you. You don't even know where you came from.
Huh. Depending on others makes you weak. Hmm. Um. Hmm. Sigurd's gonna put out the fire. Or, well, at least, well, before that, he's gonna try and touch it.
Uh, well,
It's fire, but...
it radiates heat. Do you wish to
Mhm.
like actually touch it?
Yeah.
All right. You touch it and you take 6 points of fire damage.
Ow. Okay. It's real fire. Got it. Good to know. That was probably dumb. Doesn't seem to be anything. If there's nothing immediately obvious, he's just gonna, at least for now, contemplate. Probably, maybe pull out. Relying on others. He'll put away his shield and even the uh, Bangon for now, and sort of just, I guess, contemplate, wait to see if anything changes, look over, probably pull out his runes and just sort of look over them for a while.
Okay. How long do you plan to do that?
Um, I guess he said 5 minutes, so he doesn't want them to worry too much. He'll do it for another 2, I suppose. Does anything happen?
No. And as that is happening, Sigurd has been gone for that exact amount of time, and nothing has changed in the foyer too.
Okay. Bree's just kind of gone over to the cruelty door and is waiting for everyone else to join her.
Are we gonna go through it?
No. Just waiting now. Hasn't been 5 minutes.
So we can't really follow him if the door's gone.
Nope.
All right.
I mean, it's not like he wants to do what cruelty would force him to do anyway.
Yeah, but that's not my concern. I need
We can't
more-
go in after him no matter what we do. If he comes back out, at the very least, he won't have to do cruelty.
I'm more worried about him getting out.
If he
There's
can't
nothing
get
we
out,
can do.
exactly, there's nothing we can do.
All we can do is hope that he succeeds and at the very least make it so he doesn't have to do something he will regret.
All right, Sigurd. Time has passed and nothing has seemed to happen. You are sitting on just this log in front of fire with forest around you. You feel
Yeah.
lost, like you're just don't know where you are.
Well, he's gonna put the fire out.
All right.
Seeing as nothing's occurred, he's going to, I guess, interact with the only thing that's, well, there.
You put out the fire and you just maybe throw some snow on it, and it fizzles out, leaving this smoke that just hangs in the air. And now the only thing illuminating this area is the moonlight above you.
Does it look like there's anywhere else he can go?
You can go in the forest. It's dense, but you can go in there.
I guess he'll attempt to do that.
Okay. Is there any particular direction? It's a circular. You're in a circular area. Do you want to go in like a?
He'll head towards the direction. Is the moon just shining overhead?
Yeah, it's shining like directly overhead.
Okay, then. I guess he'll head north. Well, I guess not north, but 12 o'clock.
Okay. You begin heading north, and it gets darker and darker as you go inside the forest. It isn't like what happens when you go through that door. You feel it going darker, losing the sense of sight, and just the feeling like something can sneak up on you is just overwhelming. Do you wish to continue?
At this point, he'll ready his shield back again and continue forward.
All right. As you go forward, almost in an instant, you find yourself back in the main area. You have 1 point.
Oh.
The rest of you see Sigurd appear with like all his shield drawn, and it looked like he was kind of stepping over stuff or brushing something out of his face.
He kind of blinks for a moment before, he probably squints as his eyes adjust to the brightness of not the room, but the Holy Avenger.
Yeah.
And just go, that... I'm not sure what I did. How long was I in there?
About 5 minutes. That's how much you recollect, and similar on the other side of things too. He's only gone for 5 minutes.
Huh.
Yeah, well, good thing you spent all 5 minutes, because we literally could not go after you. Once you went through, it was closed.
I suppose that makes sense.
Which means, assumedly, when we go through that door, it's going to do the same thing, and it'll just be a wall.
I'll take the ointment back, by the way.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So, we'll leave it up to you, Sigurd. Do you want to stay back for this one?
Yeah, please, go ahead. If you... Again, 5 minutes, I'll come in as well if you take too long.
That's
If
what I
you
meant,
can.
though, is when you went through, the door disappeared, so most likely the same thing will happen with us.
Alright, then.
Alright, well, hopefully we'll see you soon. And Bree's gonna walk through.
Yeah, so listen, bad.
All right.
Until then.
Cruelty, compassion makes you vulnerable. Let cruelty be the knife that keeps your enemies at bay. You walk through the door, letting the black take you once again. You find yourself in a similar room as to where you found that Plusle in. A circular room with a fire that has died. But there are 4 figures in this room. 4 Eevees.
I'm gonna subtle spell magic missile.
Oh.
Let me finish the narration first. Yes, you see 4 Eevees huddled down, shivering, shaking, and it looks like they're malnourished, freezing, very same condition as that plusle. But you hear a voice inside your head, the same voice as when you touch the statue. In 3 minutes, this place will be your tomb, and I will seal it off. What do you do as the EVs begin panicking?
Is there any like way out or anything?
Yep, right behind you.
Okay.
Please help us. Help us.
All right, I'm just gonna solo cast magic missile and kill them all.
Oh my god. Okay. So
I don't know if the glyph might actually like glow for this one. If you you might tap into.
well, it's subtle spell,
a little
so
bit of
you're
evil.
not. No one's gonna know you did this. Okay. So as they're crying for help, just all of a sudden, it just looks like a needle goes through their chest, and they all just fall limp on the ground.
I'm like, that's a second level slot well used.
Seeing that they fall over and Aiden wouldn't know, it would be more of a case of
Did they freeze to death, or what was that? 2 minutes.
what was that supposed to be us or
You know, they weren't our enemies.
what do you? But they just
Okay, so there's nothing else in this room then?
Nope. Oh, there's just 4 corpses now.
gosh. In 3 minutes.
1 minute and a half.
I'm like, she said in 3 minutes that this place would be blocked off and we'd have no way out.
Yep. 1 minute.
I think we already failed.
Were we supposed to have?
Y'all,
I think we're supposed to leave them
y'all,
to die.
You have 1 minute.
I guess we turn around then.
Bree's gonna firebolt the corpses and then just leave.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Is everyone leaving?
yes.
No.
No.
Every challenge we've had so far has pushed ourselves to the absolute limit. Crossing the wire we wouldn't normally cross. I think this is the same.
30 seconds.
Well, if anyone leaves, it seems everyone gets.
20 seconds.
Are you sure?
I'm sure Krya is not one to do anything halfway.
I hope you're right.
I mean, if you want, you can leave.
5 seconds.
Yeah, but then.
4,
I guess Aiden's
3, 2. What's your final decision? Are you staying or are you leaving?
staying.
Dang.
And you're staying in bed?
Yep.
Okay. As 3 minutes expire, you find yourself in the center foyer.
Mm.
Sinbad and Sabrina, you take one.
Okay.
This is the part where I realized we could have gotten ourselves like 4 altogether for everyone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do we even understand that?
So the light appears once again from the sword Aiden has drawn. And with them, it appears there is another way forward. This glyph, the same one you touched at the bottom of that lake, Aiden, shines in the 12 o'clock direction of this circular room. As these stairs begin to form and go up as a piece of the wall vanishes.
How tall is this tower?
This is
I don't
going
know.
outside.
Oh.
Well, I guess we're going outside.
Okay.
All right. You're going up the tower? Or the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. The crystalline stairs almost just kind of freeze as you ascend these stairs, and it looks like they go up to a platform up in the sky as the wind howls all around you. And when you ascend and arrive at the top of the stairs, you are on this large ice platform with snow all surrounding all around it. And it leads up to these jagged icicles to the north end of this platform in the sky. And in the middle of these jagged icicles is a throne made out of ice. And upon it sits a bird-like Pokemon, almost made out of the snow and ice itself. It's very similar to what you experienced in the Plane of Storms, where the Pokemon you met there was made out of the elements surrounding it. It's very much the same here. It doesn't look like that of flesh and blood, but of just made of nature and elements. And it stares upon you upon this throne with its almost pupilless eyeballs. There's a circle in the middle of this platform with 4 jagged stones coming out of the center of the circle, and it stares upon you. Not saying a word.
So you're Krya.
It responds in this whispery tone, almost letting out the winter wind itself as it speaks in this silent yet powerful voice. It is speaking the language of ice.
Oh. Wait, do I still have that active? How long has it been?
I'll say about 20 minutes.
It lasts for an hour.
All right, and that's not just reading. It's you can actually understand.
You can understand, yeah, the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear.
Okay. It said, "Yes, I am Krya."
I thought you were gone. Or at least that's what we've been told.
This form you see is ethereal.
I'm assuming Sigurd's translating.
Yeah, he would explain that. He would at least relay that information.
So are you in the Ring of Winter?
I am asking the questions here. Who are you?
Sinbad, I think, in response to that's going to like undo his bandana.
A curse from my brother.
A curse from her brother.
You
curse
have
from-
not answered me. Who
Wow.
are you?
I'm
Wow.
Sabrina Arakellis. This is my brother, Sinbad Arakellis. This is Aiden, and this is Sigurd.
Why are you here? I did not invite you.
We came looking for Nero.
The one with many tails.
Yeah, it is my understanding he cursed me.
Where is his duplicate? We saw one.
Are you making demands of me?
I'm only asking a question.
She kind of sits up from roosting, looking down on you. It is forbidden to bring outside those from outside into our kingdom.
Your king?
Did that treacherous Heverigal bring you in?
Treacherous.
So vain is she. Trading
Nah.
my gifts. Giving my gifts to the outside. My gifts are not trinkets to be traded. They are to be coveted and desired.
It's to be traded.
There's a lot we don't know here. A lot of what you're telling us is information we've never heard before.
Then perhaps I should just dispose of you.
That
What happened to you? Is your current form the doing of someone else?
My current form is in fact enacting revenge upon the land in which I gifted my treasures.
But you never actually went to that land yourself?
I did. That is why my ethereal form is here. Because I am gone. The plane of ice could not exist without me.
So Kraya is, so you are dead. And Nero is trying to revive you? For what end?
I told you, do not make requests upon me. Otherwise, perhaps you need. I can see you went through my tests. Very well, then. Then the Blade of Ruin is your final obstacle. She just flares up her wings, and just the swirling tempest encases the whole island. And in the center of it, you see this rolling, almost this fractal bit of ice just kind of congeal into a larger one. It's almost like a snowball, but it's made out of ice as it just gathers, and you see the wind swirling around it, and it begins to shape into a quadrupedal form as
Yes.
two blades shoot from its mouth as this icy feline creature stares at you with its back arched Ready?
Boy.
All right, we're gonna roll for initiative.
Murder cat.
All right.
Murder cat.
Remember some murder
11.
cat.
All right.
Let's see. For me, it's everything's a -2 now. But
Oh yeah, I have a subtracted
Don't worry, I'll get you the map
18.
chat.
9.
I'm like, you have a +4 even with your -2?
Because of the proficiency plus dex, I get to use proficiency to do a
Wait.
Alert.
thing. Yep.
Oh, baby.
Oh, bear.
It's my boy, Mean Chow or whatever.
Jane Powell.
What?
Butchered.
I'm like, is a Chinese name. I don't claim to know that language. Let's see. So Bree, you have an initiative of 3. Are we doing any swappy swaps?
Are we?
Bree is not particularly useful. She only has 1 damaging spell, and she has 2, but she can only cast it once. So she's playing support and mediocre at that.
Okay, before the battle starts, everyone has 1 legendary resistance.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Killing Eevees is good for you.
All right.
Bruh.
All right, we'll start off
Hate
with initiative 20. It is going to use its reaction to this creature that appeared in front of you. Is going to use its reaction to shoot an ice shard at one of you.
Oh.
Where is
Initiative
it?
20. What?
Yep, at initiative 20. It's going to shoot Sinbad.
Is that a regular spell attack?
It's an attack. It's a ranged weapon attack it's using.
All right. Well, I have my cloak of many tricks, so
Oh, so it'll have disadvantage.
yeah.
All right. So, oh wow, it got much lower. So it's going to only get 16.
All right. I'm gonna have to use shield
Okay.
to block it.
So, this thing just seems like it's like back is arched and it's looking all around as these swords radiating this like negative energy just are sticking out of it where its fangs would be, and it just like all of a sudden, just like in the blink of an eye, it shoots ice shards at you, and you just pop up a shield and they just plink off. Okay, Aiden, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, movement-wise, these look to at least still be sort of like cover because they're
Yeah, they would be cover.
all right. Okay, so I'm gonna move up to here. At least I think I can still move there. The spell looks like it's yeah. And then just since I'm mainly waiting for Sigurd to help push up with me, I'm gonna take 2 shots at the crossbow.
All right, and the stairs have disappeared too.
Oh,
Ah, lovely.
fun.
Okay, but yeah, you could make an attack on it.
Okay, let me double check. The exhaustion also applies to the attacks here, right?
Yep, applies to everything that uses D20.
Okay. That's a +5 now. $17.
17, I believe. Yeah, it hits it.
Nice. Okay, just the T. All right. 4.
4 damage?
No, 6 damage.
All right. Is that a magical weapon?
That is a magical weapon.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's the first shot, and second shot. Oh wow, that's a
Oh
crit.
no!
Hmm.
That's
Nice.
critical
Hey,
hit.
guess what, Piercer?
That's nice at
Oh
least.
gosh. So we
That's-
established the extra dice still has get rolled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it still gets rolled.
So in that case, hey, I get to use sneak attack too, so it's time to figure out everything. So it's 2d8 plus 12. Okay. Hold up. I can also choose to re-roll. Is it both or just one? Re-roll one of the attack's damage dice. Okay, I'm re-rolling those twos.
All right.
1 point better, 17 damage on that, and then plus sneak attack because it. Oh wait, no, sneak attack doesn't work on crits. It's advantage
No.
specifically. Never mind.
Yeah, it does.
No, it would have to be
Oh,
advantage.
but you already. Oh, okay. Right. Never mind.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah. So how much
Actually,
did
I still.
did that last attack do?
The last one was 17,
All right. So 23.
and I get one more step, and I'm gonna use the hide bonus action.
Okay. Okay. It totally sees you.
Oh, I'm still in the. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I just rolled for it, and it's very aware of your presence. But like as you shoot it, kind of like dodges over the bolt, but then just gets clipped, and then with the other shot, it just goes through its shoulder, and you hear it hiss in pain as it like rips the bolt out. Okay. With its legendary action, it's going to move half its movement,
Oh,
25 feet.
Hmm.
And it's gonna go right over here. So you just see it with like blinding speed, just hop through this ice and snow, and it takes relative cover behind this this spire shooting out of the ground. Okay, Sinbad, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to need the storm sphere toy.
All right, the storm sphere. I'll just give you a circle just so we can all see through it. But for effect, you can place it, and we'll just place the transparent one after.
Yeah, let's see. So it's 20-foot radius, so it's 40 feet in total, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
The big.
All right. And then we'll put this boy in front of it. Like that?
Yep. So now that I've cast it, he's got to do the strength save.
I think he failed that. He got 9.
Yeah, he failed. Bludgeoning damage. Let's go. 5.
All right. Just wait. So 28. All right. Then we are going to go to.
I have more things that I want to do.
Sure.
So I'm going to get behind relative cover here as well, and while he's in it, I can use my bonus action to zip zap zop him as well,
Okay.
which has advantage. Fish for the crit, as they say.
Mm.
I got 25.
25 will hit it, definitely.
All right, and then the damage is 46. You'll love to see it. I got 12.
Okay. That will do. Put it at 40.
All right, and that's all my shenanigans.
Begins zapping it, and it just howls in pain.
And it's difficult terrain. Not like it matters because of the legendary actions, but you know.
Okay. 30 feet of it. 30-foot radius. It is actually. It's not going to use that. It's just gonna. It's not going to use a legendary action. It's going to go to its turn, and you see it. See the storm sphere all around it, and it begins. It begins like rolling up into a ball, much like Sonic the Hedgehog, just rolling around, and like snow starts like spewing out of the ground all over the place, and the storm sphere disappears.
Counterspell.
That wasn't a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I can.
Then it is going to. It can only do that again, so it's going to go over to you, and it is going to use Ice Spinner again.
I'm like, I didn't know that Long Cat was also Beyblade.
It is.
Let me see.
What is that to hit? That'll be a 19.
I'm like, yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right.
Unless there's disadvantage on this.
Or wait, it's yeah. Or no, it did go through your cloak, right?
The first time, I used shield, so I didn't take any damage.
What does the cloak say specifically
I'm like,
in
what?
regards to not working anymore for the turn?
Let's see, Trickster's cloak. I don't know. All I have is the spells it can cast listed, and
I'll check.
but it doesn't have anything specific.
Does it work like a
breaks.
displacer cloak?
Yes, it should be like a cloak of displacement.
I'm pretty sure that refreshes at the end of your turn. Let me check.
Sending in a flash.
Until the start of your next turn, yeah.
All right.
But he doesn't have shield either active because that was before
Yeah.
his turn.
All right, so yeah, it would be at disadvantage then. That's even higher, so it's still 19.
Yeah, so that's gonna hit no matter what.
Yeah. Okay, so you are going to take. You're going to take 12 points of slashing damage as it starts spinning again. And you're going to take 2 point... I have to roll that. And 9 points of cold damage on top of that. And I need you to do a frost check.
I'm like, that's a lot of things. Has it been an hour since since we were fighting the simulacrum?
No, you did not short rest. You began chasing it.
Okay, so I have cold damage resistance dead.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what the grand total is now, though.
You'll get 5 plus 5 more to the check on top of that. With all your...
Right, but you said there was cold damage that it did. I don't remember how much.
It did 9, so it'll turn to 4.
Okay, so there's 4 of that, and then what's that make the grand total?
Okay, what did I get? I forget what I did with the slashing damage.
I remember hearing 2.
It was way more than 2.
Okay.
I thought it was like 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like 12, I'll say. Yeah, it was
So
12.
like 16 altogether then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to make a frost check.
I failed that. Okay, frost check. So that's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 31. I got 46 on that.
You're good. All right. You stave off the cold as we go to Sigurd. It's your turn.
All right. Sigurd is going to first of all move up. Right here. And he's gonna take out the lightning javelin and throw it at this guy.
All right. Is that a dex save?
No, it's just an attack roll when it's just this one target that's getting hit by it.
All right. Oh, you're just throwing it. Okay.
No, I'm throwing it. I'm activating it and throwing it.
Okay.
But when I'm attacking only the target of the attack, it's weird.
I'm like, its save is like what, 15, 16? Because you do both. You huck it and it does the lightning at the same time, right?
I throw it, and then, well, it matters if I rolled a 1, so never mind.
Okay. So it just kind of
Okay.
goes right in front of you. But
Yeah, it just kind of passes.
it's either, the way I interpret it, it's either or. You can either throw it like just a normal javelin, or you could just make it a lightning bolt, and they have to make the save.
Oh, okay. Then I was trying to do the lightning bolt thing.
Okay, then
I guess
then I'm going to add +2
Next save.
because you already rolled for the attack.
that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. All right, so it's a dex save, I believe.
Yeah.
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 All right. It got It got 17.
Yeah, that passes. DC's 13.
All right, so it'll take half.
Well, they take half of 20 damage.
So 10. So still a decent amount. And with the way I make this thing, so it's not annoying, it just comes back to your hand. Or you could just leave it where it is, if you wish.
Yeah, that's how it. I think that's how the lightning version works. Yeah, and then I'm also going to activate Giant Smite,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
All right. It is going to use another legendary action to move without provoking opportunity attacks. Half its movement to there. And it's Sabrina's turn.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nah, I'm gonna stay here, and she's gonna use mirror image.
Okay.
That's Sabrina's turn.
For Sabrina's pop up. It is going to use another legendary action to move here. All right, Aiden, it's your turn.
Okay. Just gonna. It's like gonna sit back, which is kind of interesting. So I'm just gonna pop out and take another 2 shots.
All right.
Ouch.
A 10 is a miss.
That's a 10. I don't think that's hitting.
Yeah.
One more. Even worse.
Natural 1.
It's almost like it's after hitting that 20. Well, back to cover it is.
So it like effortlessly does like a corkscrew around your 2 shots. All right. We'll go to Sinbad next.
Okay. Um. Hmm. I think I can do that as a bonus action. Dun 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 dun. Dun. No, I can't remember. Well, since I can't storm sphere, I can do the other one because we are outside.
Yes, you are outside.
So I'm gonna move over here, and I'm going to dump 3 sorcery points to cast Call Lightning, and then bring it down on him. So he has to make a Dex save.
He only got a 10.
Nice. I get the good stuff.
Oh, do you get like good damage this time too? Because it's outside. Or
No.
there is a storm. I don't know.
I'm like, if it's storm conditions, I get an extra D10. Up to you.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Technically, it's a snowstorm, but I'll let you have it.
I'm like, I think Krya's gonna be not happy with Vulgar after this. 25.
25 damage.
Yep.
All right. You wound it. It's just lightning lances down right on it.
Excellent.
All right. It's gonna look over at you, Sinbad, and it's going to.
Oh, I still have an action.
Oh, okay.
It's a. I did the sorcery point so I could do it as a bonus.
Okay.
And from here, I guess I'm just going to cast Chromatic Orb at second level at it. We'll see if I'm lucky or not.
That's still casting 2 spells in one turn.
Oh, you right. He keeps me straight. In that case, I'll just do a regular man's T-Jolt.
Okay. That's a cantrip. That's allowed.
Yeah. 16.
That is a miss.
All right, well, now he can stare at me.
Hmm.
Okay. Just a second. All right. So, yeah.
Yep.
Real quick. I'd just like you guys to appreciate the map we used last time. Wasn't it wonderful? Yeah, it was.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic.
All right. All right.
Anyway, it looks over at you, Sinbad, looking up at the lightning above it, and it just goes over to you with blinding speed. And it's going to do 2 throat chops on you. All right. A 14.
Yeah, we're going to shield that.
And a 23.
Yeah, there's no hope on that one. I'm
Oh.
assuming that my cloak doesn't have the disadvantage come back.
It comes back.
It comes back at the start of your turn.
Yeah, I was about to explain that. That's the DM.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'd say it. You still got the first one, so it missed. Or no, you used shield. It was 14, and you used shield.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say that second hit, like. I'll say it went through though, because you had to use shield.
Okay.
All right. 17.
Yeah, that meets armor class.
All right. Then you were first going to take damage. You are going to take 15 slashing damage. And you're going to make 2 constitution saving throws, one for whatever it's doing and one for the concentration.
I'm like, oh boy.
What are you doing first?
Whatever it's doing, I'm going to use lucky on this
Okay.
and try to get the goods out of it. All right, well, I guess we'll have to settle for 15 on that.
You got 15.
Unlucky.
You got
And
15.
then-
Okay.
Yeah.
You cannot speak for a minute.
That's fine. And then we have the next one is the concentration, which I got an 11 on. The luckies are not very lucky today.
Oh, you got an 11. Okay. I think you're good. It didn't do over 20 damage, so that passes.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Yeah. All right. So the storm is still above it, but you cannot speak anymore, as like it slashed your throat, and there's a bit of blood spewing out as it starts going this way with the rest of its movement. Or it'll go up here. Yeah, like that. All right. Will you take an opportunity attack at it?
Sure.
Or no, you can't. You shield.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right. Then we'll go to Sigurd.
Okay. Did explain keep away? Alright. We'll play the long game. Sigurd is gonna go ahead and he's just gonna move right here. And he's going to since I haven't done this yet, I'm gonna just give myself a greater healing potion.
Okay, that works. I forgot one thing.
Just setting myself up for Oh, and also I'm going to activate Fiel.
All right. Okay. And the effect you're using from that is...
I think I'm just activating it, or...
I mean, like...
Oh, is it...
What do you...
Are these individual effects?
Like, what happens when you use it is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to look it up.
My bad. The creature that's subject to it can't be moved against its will, and then as a bonus for 1 hour, and then...
Okay.
I don't know... You never sent me the full description on this, but as a bonus action, it can send out a shockwave of energy, breaking the ground in a 15-foot radius, making creatures within it take a strength save or whatever. Yeah.
All right.
Is that like as part of it after you activate it, or on subsequent turns?
You can do that once, basically.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I don't think it was never.
Yeah, but once it's activated, it's like active right now, and you can do that whenever you want.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll do,
Okay.
and that should be my turn.
Okay, and I totally forgot one thing, but that other attack should have hit you, Sinbad, because of its cursed aura. But I'll hand wave that for the time being.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right.
Don't be cursed around him, you die.
It is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 with it. Actually, no. It is going to use all 3 of its legendary actions, since it's a new one, to make you, Sinbad, make a strength saving throw, as it begins shaping the snow all around you.
Oh man. Alright. Strength save. More luck. I need more.
Is that your last one?
Maybe.
Oof.
Nice.
Natural 1.
I got an 11.
So as you get knocked down from just the ice tumbling you all over like rapids, except you're in snow, and then ice begins to freeze your paws over as you are now restrained and prone. Okay, that's its legendary action. Sabrina, it's your
Nice.
turn.
Okay. You can go up here, vortex warp Sib out.
All right. Boom.
Do you have any healing potions on you, Sib?
Yeah.
Okay. He's over there now.
Okay.
Might want to use one of those.
Yeah.
And that's Sabrina's turn.
Okay. There's another thing I forgot to do with this thing. Okay.
This thing has a lot of
Oh
stuff.
dear.
He's got a word wall stat block.
He's got things
Things
Okay.
and stuff and things.
and things.
All right. Then we will go to Aiden.
Okay. 16 and 45. Yeah, I can afford to do that right now. Mostly I'm just trying to get a good position here using my bonus action for movement, so
Let's see.
I mapped out where I'm going. There. And as usual, I'm just going to take 2 shots.
All right.
$19.
19 will hit him.
Pretty cool. Oh, of course it doesn't decide to work this time.
I'm surprised the crowd wasn't flattered that Bree's wearing her crown.
She'd probably be mad about that.
11 damage.
No, it's a gift. We took it from the people who squandered her gift.
86.
Hmm?
It's at 86 with that. As you shoot it again, it seems like you're doing the most damage to it as it just is taking all these shots from a crossbow.
And 14.
14 is a miss.
Alright. Well, that would be everything. So I'm going to be right here.
All right, Sinbad, you are... I'll say you're right side up, but you still can't speak. You're like... Ah!
I don't need to anymore. Actually, do you need to talk to call down the lightning?
I think
Not
if it's
one
out,
sec.
it's just out. So you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just going to drink a potion which will magic surge and then lightning this guy.
Okay.
Let's see. Greater healing potion, goodbye, 20 HP. And then magic surge, what do I do for that?
Does it magic surge here? I thought.
If you're mixing potion,
Oh,
or
wait.
no, yeah, you're not there. You're not in the ice continent, so you're good. It wouldn't happen.
Potions are safe? Wow.
Hmm.
Alright, cool beans. Then we'll just do the lightning show.
All right, it makes a dex save.
Yep.
I got a natural 20.
I'm like, well, he takes 10 damage, 9 damage, something like that.
95. Okay. We go to its turn. Sigurd, do a wisdom save. Are you in range?
Wisdom save.
It has to move 5 feet. Yeah, wisdom save.
Okay.
As the right
Is
fang...
this a charm?
It is not a charm. As its
Okay.
right fang begins glowing. This sickly purple energy.
Well, that was the wrong chat. The application did not respond. Let's try again. Nat 20, 22.
All right. Well, I can't say no to that. All right. It's a good thing you passed this. You see this purple energy go through the snow, and it looks like it's attempting to weaken you, but you just kind of shut it off. As it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, and that's all its movement. We're going to go to your turn next, Sigurd.
All right, jerk. Action surge.
Okay.
Hi, I'm dashing.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate Fiel for the, so they'll need to make a strength save.
I think it failed that because that is only going to be an 8.
Yeah, okay. They take 2d10 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
All right, it is prone and 10 damage.
Oh yeah, I should probably roll the damage.
Yeah.
Nine damage.
999. 104.
All right, and then for my other action, for my other regular action, I'm going to try and grab them.
All right. You notice when you get close to this thing too, you feel much weaker.
Hmm. Okay.
All right, but yeah, contested. It got 25.
Dang it. I got a 23.
All right, so as you try to grasp it by the neck, it like rolls out of the way.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do it again. I already committed to trying to grab this thing.
This time it's 23.
Wait. What'd they get?
23.
Wait, what is my modifier? Sorry, I have to... Dang it, I also got a 23.
I think I'm gonna say we just do it again. I don't care what the rules are. We're just gonna do it again.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a natural 20. Which
God,
is,
dang it.
yeah, it's like 30 something.
Okay.
All right. It's going
Yeah,
to
no.
It's going to use its legendary action to move half its movement, so that'll be half of half. So that's going to be 15.
Hmm.
Or no, it'll be like 14, but I'll round down and say it's only 10. So we'll just go 1, 2, and it's doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm. Although I thought standing up took half of your overall movement.
It's not standing up. It's moving prone.
Oh, it's just crawling, okay.
Yeah. All right. Sabrina, it's your turn.
Okay. I keep forgetting I go after Sigurd. Aiden, you're too far away. She's gonna go right here and ready her action to use a potion of greater healing on Aiden if he gets within 5 feet of her.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's going to I don't know how this would apply. I'm just going to say it's going to move half its movement again, which is like 10, because I don't know if it can get up as its legendary action with this, but so I'm just going to move it 10 feet. So it's still prone and it's moving 10 feet.
He's turned into a snack.
Just imagining it just keeps crawling away.
All right, Aiden, it's your turn.
Okay, well, seeing that Sabrina's got the potion, Aiden's gonna get that from her.
Okay, 20 HP.
Okay. Back up to 50. With this thing on the ground. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Oh, hello, alarm. Thank you. Go away. Let me just double check the distance at this point. Funny. It is prone, and I'm going to use my bonus action then in order to be able to dash to make that. I'm going to draw Holy Avenger, and I'm going to make attacks at it with that.
Okay.
I don't believe it would be lit since I did end up swapping. So
Yeah, it should. It's just kind of normal right now.
yep.
Don't you just need to use your bonus action to turn it on, though?
No, I believe it was
I think it's an action.
yeah, I believe it was an action. No, it is a bonus action, but the problem is
Oh.
I just used bonus action to dash, so
Okay.
it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't have been able to make the movement otherwise, so
It's still a +3 sword.
yep, it is.
Yeah.
So it's just a +5 still. Or wait, no. +7, excuse me. That first one's a 23.
23 hits it. You would get sneak attack as well
Nice.
because it's advantage.
Oh wait, right. I should have rolled that twice.
Yeah.
Let me just fish for the crit.
No.
No.
2. I find 2's worse than 1 just because it's so like uneventful.
Oh wow, it was really bad, but
It wasn't as bad as it could have been.
all right. Let's see. Yep. Okay. For 15 slashing damage.
All right, and that is a magic sword.
Yep.
So that goes through.
I'll just do the 2d20 again since I'm making my second attack.
All right.
Adding 7. I don't think that's gonna hit. That's a 13.
Yeah. So you slash it right across the side, and it hisses in pain as it rolls out of the way nimbly. The other one.
Right.
And it's going to move 5, 10, right there. With its last legendary action. Sinbad, I forgot to do this. Make a constitution saving throw for your last turn. To perhaps get out of... to speak again.
Oh, really? I can speak words if I roll good. 11.
No, okay. Yeah, now go back to
Yeah.
your normal turn. You're going to do that again at the end of this turn.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna keep doing the lightnings and move over there.
All right.
I can't do it as a bonus action anymore. Unfortunately, I ran out of juice for that.
Okay.
But I can do 18 damage, and that's it.
It got only 15.
I'm like, well, that means he takes all 18.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay. 137. Okay. He is zapped. You see it right in front of you, Aiden. All right. And he is going to move 5, 10, right there with his last legendary action at the end of your turn. Then he gets them all back at the start of his turn.
Woo!
Of course.
All right. He's
All
going to use
right.
half of his... Oh, you're still going.
Con save.
Yes.
You told me to do that.
Yes. See if you can...
It doesn't matter.
What'd you get?
A 10.
Oh, no. You still
No.
can't speak. Okay, it is going... It should be right here. And it's going to... Yeah, I can make it there in 25 feet. You can go ahead and take an opportunity attack, Aiden.
All right. Looks like he's also 25.
25 will hit it.
No. Okay. Oh, ouch. Well, still 7 damage.
Yeah. All right, Sabrina, it sees the four of you almost intelligently tracking down the spellcasters. It's going to do a couple of throat slashes at you, like what it did to your brother.
Okay.
So it's going to attack. It got a 17
Okay. Shield.
shield that just blocks it. Your AC goes down by 5, by the way, when it's near you.
Okay, then I don't need to shield because it wouldn't help anyway.
All right, but you have mirror images up.
Uh-huh.
Jeez, okay.
So here's the D20 for the mirror images.
Okay,
4.
what does that mean?
So I think that hits.
All right.
I believe. Mirror image is one of those janky ones.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
can-
trusting myself. Let me double check.
I can never remember it.
Yeah, it hits.
All right.
Hmm.
That'll be 14 slashing damage, and you have to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, hang on. I'm doing math. I'm not good at math. Okay. Nat 20.
Oh. All right. It kind of like grazes your throat as the blade hits you. Mirror image is not concentration, right? It just stays up.
Nope. It
All
stays
right.
up.
All right. So we still got 3 Sabrinas to, or no, they're all still up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just hit the right one.
All right. That'll be a 24, and remember you have -5 while it's within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, that hits. Or okay, well, yeah, that hits. But let's see what
Yeah.
the mirror images say. Okay, it hits a mirror image.
So one of them, it goes for the throat of one of the Sabrinas, and you all of you see like one of the Sabrinas get its throat like cut, but then it just poofs, and it just hisses at you as it uses just 5 more movement to get there. You can take a opportunity attack if you like.
Nah.
All right. We'll go to Sigurd.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if there's anything I can do. Okay. Let's see, how far is this? 60 feet. Okay, so yeah, Sigurd's just gonna go ahead and just dash straight here.
All right.
And then he's gonna cast Sanctuary on Sabrina.
Okay. So you feel this light just envelop you, Sabrina, as Sigurd utters a prayer. All right.
Any neato.
Since you are all within 30 feet, a 30-foot radius of it, it is going to use its legendary.
Aiden is not. Oh wait, yes he is.
Yeah, because it's large. Use all of its 3 actions to make you all do strength saving throws.
I'm going to legendary resist that.
Okay.
You know what?
You're not even gonna try. You can try and then legendary resist if you fail.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
I do it with. I do. It
Well,
with monsters.
24.
Wow, he's
Yeah.
cheating.
It's just
No, that is how legendary resistance works. If you fail the
No,
check, you can
no, your
instead
natural 20.
win.
You see, it doesn't matter. I knew what was coming. Today has been a parser day. Oh, it's one for you too.
Yeah, okay, well, I got it. Yeah, legendary resist.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sigurd is the only one who passes, unless you use it.
Oh, I'm saying I am using legendary resist.
Okay. Who's using it?
I am.
Okay, so yeah.
Sabrina?
Sabrina will hold on to it.
All right. So the only one who's going to be affected by this is Sabrina?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
I will be the sacrifice to find out what it does.
much like what happened to Sinbad earlier, you're kind of like tumbled in the snow and then you're knocked prone and restrained with ice on the ground.
Okay.
All right. It is now your turn.
Okay. Misty Step.
Yep. Poof. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, let's see here. Where do I want to go? Yeah, okay, I'll just go over here. Get up. And then 1, 2, 5, 10, 15.
Oh, never mind.
All right, that's Sabrina's turn.
All right. It used all its legendary actions, so we're just gonna go to Aiden.
All right. Well, it's still within range, isn't it? Yep. Seeing it's still in range. This time I'm gonna call upon the Holy Avenger to light its blade ablaze and rush in once
All right.
again. All right. And the first attack, since I realize I think this is at the right spot, I'm actually going to use my Clockwork Amulet to just make the first roll 10, since with the modifier that'll be 17.
All right. Yeah. And it says, let us slay this foe, squire. All right, and that'll hit it. With 17 does hit it.
Nice. 8. Oh, no, what am I saying? So plus 8 is plus 6. Excuse me. First one's 1 for 10, and then comes the Radiant.
So 10.
46.
And you will get sneak attack as well.
Yes. 6. And that's 15 Radiant.
Yeah, don't
Plus-
forget your flanking shenanigans if you haven't already.
Well, I can't get into a spot to...
It's not flanked.
Yeah.
Fair.
And max on the sneak attack, so 4. Or, wait, no, max. What am I saying?
Yeah, I was about to say,
What?
even I'm not that bad at math.
I don't know what
Huh?
happened there. I saw 4 and 4 from the 2. It's like, wait, that's max. No.
No.
Regardless, 4 in the sneak attack.
All right.
And this time I gotta make an actual swing as I go for another. I think that
Oh.
misses.
That's a
9.
whiff. Yeah. Seems to like catch on to your attack patterns, Aiden, as you seem to get a good hit in on it once, but it like dodges out of the way of the other hit.
It's
All
a lot
right.
smarter than the other ones.
Sinbad, it's your turn.
All right. I mean, we're just gonna keep doing the lightning, I guess. And let's see what happens. What's his save today?
21.
All right, well, he only takes 9 damage then. And I'm gonna continue to go behind here, and I'm going to break down a 2nd level spell slot just in case I need to subtle cast in the future.
Okay. Do a Constitution saving throw to get rid of the to patch.
It's not going anywhere. Oh, I got 22.
Unless.
Yeah, you eventually splutter out some words as you get your voice back.
Ice hairballs, man. The worst.
All right, it's going to look over at you, Aiden, since you're doing the most damage. And it is going to light up its swords and take 2 slashes at you.
Okay.
First hit is a 23.
Ooh. And exhaustion does affect my AC, doesn't it?
No.
Okay, no. Well, shield won't save that regardless.
Okay. I'm just going to do the math here because... You take 20 slashing damage from 1 slash.
Oh.
And it's going to go in for another. That is a 26.
And again, I can't do anything to block that.
I'm gonna activate Runic Shield for that.
Okay. So it just gets redirected somewhere else?
No, they just have to re-roll the d20.
Oh, okay. Whoop.
It's a different thing from Cloud Rune.
It got 29 this time.
Well,
Alright. So... Another 20 damage.
Ow.
And it is going to move it. Yeah, it's going to try and get away. So it's going to move there with 5 feet of movement. You can take
You get the chance to take Oppies?
Yep. You can both take an Opry if you want.
Alright.
well, I can't, but
Yeah, you did the shield, so Aiden can.
Yeah. I'll still take the Oppie, though.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh!
Yeah!
How do you finish it off,
Yo.
Aiden? Let's just roll it for the sake of rolling it, but...
Okay, let me see here.
He got a
Oh,
nat 20.
gosh, yeah, I know. This is the massive modifier one. Oh, gosh. Plus 10, plus 46, plus...
Break your record. You've already broken my Discord.
I don't think he can.
I don't think I can, because I've... No, I would still get sneak attack in it, too, so...
You do still get sneak attack.
Yep, you would get sneak attack.
But that was 4 times 6 again. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking right now. No, what am I saying? 24. Okay. 74.
So how do you finish it off?
I think after those first 2 attacks, and then it just tries to duck away, and as it does, maybe with the light of the Holy Avenger still going, Aiden just... I guess maybe it's trying to slip out, and he just gets maybe one good blow from under its neck. Maybe it crumples and just kind of ragdolls as it tries to dive back, and instead just finds itself getting slashed by the throat.
Yeah, the Holy Avenger, like, you know, like there's the normal lightsaber, but it's like doing like the Kylo Ren one where it's like and it lights up as he smacked this creature like right across the throat as it flies over and just tumbles a few feet, and it just it almost like melts into the ground, leaving the 2 blades behind.
Well done.
Sabrina's gonna walk up to the blades and have a nice look at them.
They're 2 blades brimming with purple energy.
She's gonna look up at Krya and say, "Are these things cursed?"
She says,
What?
She says, "What do you want from me?" She says that to you. Oh, wait, Sigurd, did you have to keep concentration for
No, it is not concentration.
Okay. Yeah. What do you wish from me before you leave
What do
me
we-
in my isolation?
What do we wish from you?
Yes, what do you desire?
Decide. We don't.
Well, what exactly are
Oh.
you offering us? Are you offering us like information that we could possibly have anything we want to know, or
Have you translated what she's saying, Sigurd?
How do you destroy the Ring of Winter? Do you know?
It's a tool I need from the one with many tails. Is it
Tool
your
you need?
Is it your objective to destroy my tool?
It's our objective to get rid of the curse plaguing this continent.
It is not a curse. It is a blessing.
Well, that blessing has been affecting the other continents as well.
Yes, as intended.
Hmm.
If that wretch of Ergal wishes to wear trinkets and accept gifts from those other continents, I shall make things right and engulf the whole world in my blessing.
The Varigol is gone. It's been gone for centuries.
But her legacy lives on. I was a
Sorry, you cut
fool.
out there.
Her legacy lives on.
Hmm.
And I intend not to have her mistakes repeat. A request. You've passed my divine tests, and you've defeated the Blade of Ruin. What is your request?
What is our request? I don't suppose that this curse causing it to spread to other continents. I don't suppose, or this blessing, my apologies. I don't suppose lessening that would be a reasonable request.
I am but an ethereal form. I cannot change what my body desires. I am the will of winter.
Hmm.
If you have no request, I ask you to leave and to never come back, and prepare yourself for the coming winter.
Do you know where Nero's last sanctum is? He has one in, I assume, each of your siblings' planes. He had one in Fulgur's. He had one here. I assume the last one is with Moltres.
Is this the request you wish for me to answering a question?
no, not yet.
You don't understand that. Sigurd is the only one who can understand.
He would relay that, say,
Okay.
is that what you guys want?
Not particularly. I think we can do better with this.
I don't actually know what to ask for.
Well, we could also ask for this last third of the continent to open up, but I don't think that would work either.
I don't think she has control over that. Like she said, her body, your bu- Hmm.
Maybe we can ask to remove the glyph.
Asked to remove your curse?
Yeah. I doubt that would work either, but that's why I said what I said first, because I don't think we have any better options.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if we actually want to, completely kill off Nero. Because something doesn't add up here.
How so?
Well,
S-
it should be obvious. Nero's trying to resurrect Krya, but and she takes out his journal and just kind of flips through the pages and shows it to him and says, he hates legends. He wants them all dead.
Yeah, he
Sigurd,
made an exception for one that let him live forever.
Sigurd will turn back to Krya. The curse on our companion's head. Can you remove it?
A question. Is that the answer? Is what you wish for the request? An answer to a question?
I wish if you can you remove it? An act of removing it. That would be the request.
Is Sigurd saying this in a common, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna say, if you're gonna do that, say remove the curse from my brother. Don't make it, if you can. Don't make it so that she just answers the question. Just ask her to do it.
Fine. Remove the curse from our compatriot, Sinbad.
I cannot.
He
do
again
that.
just
What'd she say?
she can't.
Saw that one coming.
It is a curse from my brother. Do you wish to know the nature of this curse?
He'll turn to Sinbad. Do you wish to know the nature of it?
I suppose we should know that.
I could try casting Identify on you. I don't know if she'd be willing to give us 10 minutes.
I think haven't you already tried that before?
No, I asked Teomisia about it.
Not a character here. It's just. I wonder what we would even ask otherwise, because it feels like we did not come into this really having any idea that we would even get a request. So
I mean, I think this is a pretty good one. This is one of the only characters that could give us more information about this.
Then yeah, Sigurd would turn back around. Then yes, what is the nature of that curse? Of this curse?
It is a curse, but it is also a blessing. It was a curse. It's a curse to keep his power out of another's reach by bequeathing it to descendants of the one he cursed.
It's to keep another's.
Meaning, knowing my brother, someone tried to kill him. And so, by cursing that individual, he passed down his power to the descendants of that person, so it'll be out of their reach.
It's a curse to keep Nero's power out of him, out of his reach, to keep it in you instead. It's not a resurrection or a tool for resurrection. It's keeping his original power away from you or from him.
Or is it Folker's power?
It is both.
Both. Folger was in a similar state, right? Out of character.
Yeah, instead of being made out of like wind and snow, he was made out of electricity.
Right.
Meaning
Well-
he was either not there or dead.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Did Nero kill
Then-
her? Is that how he has? I don't think that's how he got the Ring of Winter. At least, she's
Folger
just kind of
is-
pacing back and forth.
Folger is gone as well, if that's... Well, he was at least in a similar state.
Well, yes, but how would Nero have gotten his power? Would it have been by killing Folger? Because if that's the case, and I wish we knew if Nero was the one who killed Krya. If he was, then that doesn't explain why he's trying to resurrect her again.
I still live.
Krya
Now,
doesn't know what she said.
You still live?
now, I have honored our agreement. Now leave. Leave me to my solitude.
Sinbad's gonna head out. Actually, did the stairs come back?
Yeah, as she says that, the stairs begin to descend.
I assume.
I suppose that's it then.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we'll go and descend.
So your path is to go to just back through the mirror.
We gotta go. Well,
Yeah,
well,
We gotta get past the elementals.
well, I'm
we
asking.
gotta get Mechagross back.
Is that your destination to go through the mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, if you're going back there, you go back through the temple. It seems almost the monsters you've fought have returned, except their back is just stationary statues. You see the mangled remnants of Mechagross at the doorway to that room at the bottom of the stairs leading to the trial room. I assume you're scooping all that up.
Well,
You
if
should still be able to bring
comprehend
that
language-
back.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. If it's been. What's the time limit on that?
It's probably been close to an hour.
I think that's still fine then, but let me just double check.
I think the cutoff is an hour. So
Comprehend
Just-
languages is still going, and that's an
yeah.
hour,
Well, yeah, but that happened. Well, that happened a little bit.
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Happened afterwards.
Yeah, you're still good. You could still salvage Becker. It's been under
All
an
right.
hour.
Okay.
You didn't short
Yep,
rest
we're
or
just-
anything.
That was the real win from this session, getting Mechagross back.
Mechagross not dead, lol.
Yeah, I just gotta spend a short amount of time and then like a minute after to leap back with everything. So
Yeah, you mend
I'll
them
just-
back together.
put them back together and let's get out of here.
I'm gonna make you all do one more frost check as you go back through the tundra back to the
All right.
Let's see.
45.
You are
I got
good.
the
Sinbad.
minus
24.
minus 2, but it
44,
was,
not 20.
Oh, that is the wrong channel. 33.
A 33 is a fail.
Okay.
Do I pass with a 44?
Yeah, you pass.
Okay.
30.
I was going to use my legendary resistance if I failed.
Oh, can I use my legendary resistance?
Yeah, you can. You're still in
Oh,
here,
cool.
I guess.
Okay.
10,
Cool.
25, 30. I swear I had more than that. Where did the... Hold up. Brain's been weird. Where did the last 5 come from last time?
You asked the same question last time.
I
Yeah.
know.
You have the stone, you have the armor, you have
Stone,
blessings.
I
armor,
swear it was the
Helios.
40s, but now I can't find it, and that's the worst feeling. Is then I'm worried about messing up, and gosh.
I mean, you rolled it last time, so roll it this time.
Well, it's more like a 38 this time because the -2 exhaustion.
Well,
That's fine.
53 passes. You trudge through the snow. As you use that legendary resistance, that golden emblem, like, appears over your head and staves you off from the cold, Sigurd.
Hmm.
And you make your way back to the mirror.
I guess the next stop won't be the fire plane. It'll be Nero. Well, when we go to figure out more about him at any rate.
I suppose.
All right. Well, we're going through
let's
the mirror then.
Let's go through.
All right, you walk through the mirror, and you it doesn't feel too much warmer, but you find yourself back in the cabin once again.
All right, well, let's go looking for Rathonatrix.
Yeah. First thing Sigurd will do is just call out for him.
And
Are you?
you see him out on the table, sitting at the table, and he looks over, and you see him eating a salmon. He's like, "Oh, you're back."
Where did you get that?
Oh, there's a lake over there.
Oh.
And you just simply
okay.
dive down and well, grab some of these fish.
Oh, Okay. Well,
He doesn't care about the cold.
You want some?
Oh.
I'm more than obliged to share.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
There's probably like raw salmon.
Yeah, there's kind of like raw salmon. Just you see some of them are actually still alive in this like sack he had.
The ones that are still alive, she's just let's see, does she have anything sharp enough? She's got her penknife. She's just gonna stab him through the eyes to kill him.
Oh my gosh.
I kind of like them when they move around in your mouth.
Ew.
I'm apparently cruel, but I'm not that cruel.
Suit yourself. Suit yourself.
She cleans off her penknife and then she starts breathing fire on hers to cook it.
All right. Oh, fascinating. I should have thought to eat it. I much like them cold.
I mean, I suppose if you eat them cold, you're just having sushi.
Is that what you call it when you eat them cold?
Well,
sort
Or
of.
specifically raw.
uncooked is sushi, but you have to roll them up with rice and seaweed.
Most of the time, meat is cooked to prevent disease.
What he also
And
does
which-
is like he looks at what about like this, and he just opens his mouth and breathes ice all over it, and then just takes a bite out of this ice cube fish. What's this called?
That would be. I suppose that's the way to put it.
A popsicle fish.
I don't even think we have a name for that though.
It's a new flavor of popsicle. We'll consider it that.
It's very fascinating hearing the way you live. I'm still a fish out of water.
Bree kind of rubs her shin. She's like,
We might be able to make a good business out of that. Just freezing fish and then selling them to feline Pokemon out in warm places. They'd probably go for that.
Would they?
What?
I mean,
What do you even call them?
ice preserves. We learned that one by not doing it.
Well, I'd much like to be paid in forks if I'm the one to patent this idea.
Well, you could certainly do that. You could probably get gold forks with all sorts of jewels encrusted on them.
His eyes
Oh,
kind of...
yes,
He kind of like almost chokes on his fish a little bit as he says that.
He knows the word patent.
Well, I mean, you can also use money to exchange it for forks. That's
money's a
why
bit-
that's what currency is all about. You exchange one thing for something else of value that you can exchange for anything else of equal value. Skips the stage of exchanging one thing for another. More universal.
Well, other dragons much like to just hoard gold, but I find it very samey and bland. That's why I like to put other things, more sentimental things of everyone I meet, just so I can remember them by. For instance, Sir Jameson gave me this rusty a knife that he said he didn't need anymore. As he pulls Jameson's rusty knife out.
Huh.
Yes, I mean, it might not go for very much, but it's the memories attached to it. And in 2,000 years, when Jameson is dead, I can remember him.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I might have to take up that practice once I figure out how clone works.
Quite.
Wonderful. You
regardless,
you can start out by putting your Nero meat in your pile.
The
You
what?
didn't see her take that.
But did you learn anything? You look well, let's just say if I wasn't forbidden to go there, I'd much like to go there, judging by how you guys look right now.
We spoke with Krya briefly.
At least her
Wow.
ethereal form.
Her spirit
Did you...
form.
Oh, that's right. That must have been an ethereal form, which means her true form still lives somewhere, or she is dead.
She said her body is elsewhere.
I mean, she's the ring right now as a tool.
Is
said?
she? She said the ring was a tool, not that she was it.
Might have misunderstood.
The ring was a
mean-
tool that she used, that she intended to use as part of her blessing or the fire curse.
I mean, it's possible that Nero already succeeded on quote unquote reviving her. And
Well,
that she's already back into
Somewhat
this
doubt
realm.
that.
we must put an end to her if that is the case.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for sure.
Unfortunately, in my present state, I'm probably not able to do that.
No, of course not. That's
Why we want to get everyone back to Calder.
If I were to guess, though, well, from what we understand, I would imagine Nero killed Fulgur, then Moltres, and then tried to kill Krya, but instead struck a deal with her where he would be able to live forever, and that she would be the only legendary left.
But then why is her body separated from her spirit? Or
Because
is
she
it?
left the plane. She's in our world. That's why her spirit vessel's there, is because she's not there. She left the plane.
From what I was told, from what I understand, however many years we were out of commission, the Great Worm's headed to Evergal, takes a bite of fish, to deal with Krya because she caused an uprising in that kingdom. And legendaries were patrons to each of the continents and were paid worship. and a legendary Pokemon stepping out of the plane and overthrowing a kingdom was something that simply couldn't let slide as the Great Worms, and we went to stop it.
Do you know
She
why
spoke-
she did it?
No, not a clue.
She
Well,
spoke
according to what-
something of, well, not abuse of her gifts, but a
Was it
disregard for them, sharing of them.
She didn't like how Virgil was using her gifts.
Now Havergal I know a little about. She was her kingdom was very reclusive. And yes, Crya was the benefactor was what the kingdom benefited from. And the Ice Kingdom, Havergal, was known for its beauty, its jewelry, its art. And I believe Havergal did trade many of those art pieces and jewelry to other nations for their art and jewelry and trinkets.
So Krya's gift was that of craft?
Yes. And the isolation, just defense of the Ice Kingdom.
Well, she apparently didn't like Virgil giving away all of her trinkets.
Well, don't get me wrong here. Havergal wasn't doing it for any noble reason. She just wanted the fire rubies of Agni and the...
Yes, I figured.
Yes.
All sources that I've heard from indicate that she was very vain, very greedy. Not the sort of person I'd want to be a subject to.
Yes.
And
Yeah, I can confirm.
She was very demanding, at least from what we saw.
You've met her? You were around all those years ago?
No, she
No.
just kept on living.
At
Or
least
the
I
entire
think so.
continent was in stasis until the meteor crashed on it. One of the two.
At least they're assuming they met her.
you said it was
What
No.
was Virgil?
There is no other way. And he's gonna pull out like
She-
the cloak that she had.
She's gonna hold up her paw to his mouth to shush him, and she's gonna say,
What species was Virgil?
She was a frostless, I believe.
And that's
Oh.
what you met?
Yes, and he's gonna show him like the cloak that she was wearing that Sinbad took.
Well,
that is-
she was a Frostlass and Snowrunt and what was the last one? Galili.
Though that is indeed the emblem of Fergal. It's a snowflake, as you can see.
Right, but she was wearing it.
I mean,
I was hoping that there might be like a royal decree notch on it or something, but I guess not.
Well-
It does look like a cape used by royalty, I'll give you that.
Perhaps it was some sort of corrupted version or memory, even? I'm not even... Perhaps her spirit? Were they
What?
ethereal in any way?
Nope.
There
And
was just-
she had all of her subjects too. Everything lines up with what the letter said. I suppose she might not have had as fancy stuff as she had because she had to escape in a hurry when Krya came, but that's about all we know.
I mean, we did see the room with the treasury and all the flowers that she was hoarding, and
Yeah, she hoarded a lot of stuff.
Well, if Havergal does indeed still live, I believe it is our duty to see she be put back on her throne.
Bree just kind of frowns at this, and she says,
I don't like that idea. She does not sound like the sort of individual fit to be ruling over anyone if she's that greedy.
Well, even if so, she's not... What is there for her to rule? There's not I suppose there's just not much of a
The duty of the
throne or a
great
kingdom to preside over in the first place.
the duty of the great worms is to maintain balance throughout the world, and if she, the original heir who was overthrown by a legendary Pokemon, still lives, the ice continent belongs to her.
Would it really be balanced though if you gave it back to her? Because none of the other kingdoms exist. You'd be giving a kingdom to someone and not to
It's
the rest of them.
well, it's
What were you about to say?
it's not as if again, well, I suppose there's not a kingdom to rule over. I don't think. I mean, sure, she may. Hmm, I I don't
It's a
I don't see why this is.
I mean, she had all those Vulpix.
it
I
would,
sup-
it's a very complicated situation, but yes,
yeah,
I could understand if descendants exist of the monarchies of these kingdoms were around. Yes, it could be argued it's dead, but this is the if this is indeed the original Evergal, I believe it would be our duty to put her back in her kingdom.
I
This is the wrong we are righting.
suppose that makes sense. I don't
Legally
disagree that.
speaking. Legally speaking, yes.
Mm.
But if she's lived this long, she's probably never going to die.
Well,
I mean, at the very least, we can try and see. Perhaps she's in a similar situation as, well, Orthronatrix was in, and Pandora was in.
that's exactly what I was thinking, Sigurd.
Sinbad just kind of like shakes his head. If that were the case, then
Did you kill her?
why would no, we didn't. But also, she wasn't malicious like the other ones were, and she was able to. I mean, yes, she was able to perform feats that were not normal, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like the same kind of thing.
I'm still just kind of confused about her being a Frostlass and the Snow Runt and all of that.
Perhaps maybe
Well-
you should seek her out and learn more about her. Perhaps.
Do you know where she went?
Uh,
No.
Oh.
Presumably somewhere in the forest.
Sinbad kind of scared off all of her subjects with her after what happened at the castle in the forest. So all we know is they probably just left and went in some direction.
I mean, if she is the rightful heir, if we had killed her, then we would not be able to enact justice at all if she is not in the state that you were. It's hard to tell what is and is not in that kind of state.
Well, even if you had killed her, she's looking over the translation of the note from Linus, and she says,
Well, actually, it looks even if you had killed her, she does have heirs. It says that she has children here, assuming it's literal and not metaphorical, then she does have heirs.
She did have children, yes.
Hmm.
What?
Although it's been so long, would we even know who they are if that line is still alive?
I
Well,
will tell
lineage.
you, you know she was a very vain Pokemon. She seemed to care about her servants more than about her children.
Yeah, that about lines up. The only thing we saw remotely near her were her handmaidens.
Well, then in that case, I think that we should forego giving her kingdom back to her, and if at all possible, find her children and give it to them.
If they exist.
Perhaps.
Or
Regardless,
descendants,
this is all hypothetical. If what you saw was even her, if it's a version of her that is able to rule in the first place, if and this is all assuming that this is all said and done and Krya is pushed back to her own plane, I think we should probably focus on that first.
No, it's not that simple, Sigurd. Krya must be destroyed.
Destroyed?
Yes. What do you think sending her to her own plane will do?
And she'll
What
just
would-
come back.
What would destroying her plane do?
Well, if we could destroy her plane, yes, that would solve all our problems, but I don't think anyone has the capabilities of destroying an entire plane.
Well, is she not her own plane? What would you have to...
Yes, the ethereal version of her would reside on her plane, but as for the real thing, it needs to be destroyed. She overstepped her boundaries, Sigurd, and it's what needs to be done. Just as I would deserve to be destroyed if I trespassed on her plane.
Well, then maybe we could just go back in there and destroy her spirit form. Is that even possible?
I feel as if that would cause problems, would it not? With the... This is a god we're talking about.
And she still exists outside of the plane right now, so what would happen with that?
If you encountered her there as an ethereal form, it was merely an avatar. She exists as the entire plane. To destroy her there, you'd have to take out the entire plane.
Oh.
Interesting.
And she starts writing this down on a piece of paper.
No.
Well,
Or if you could somehow abscond her power, but she'd have to be dead to do that.
either way, we should probably get back to Caldir.
Yes, indeed. Shall we head out immediately?
Yeah. It hasn't been that long since we've last rested, although
Yes, you do.
the last couple hours been
You say
eventful.
that.
Look, the last
I-
couple hours have been eventful, but
I have fireballs still. We'll be fine.
we're not that far from the barrier regardless. So we should be able to make it back.
Aiden just looks at Sigurd, considering he's covered in slash wounds.
Yeah.
Um. Hmm.
You
I
do,
suppose it's up to y'all. Up to you.
you do look quite exhausted, Sabrina.
Yes.
Times 3.
I really do not feel very well.
Perhaps we should spend another night in this abode, or...
Well, as long as you don't, make it like your lair.
Oh,
suppose
no.
we could do that.
I'd have to spend a while in there before that happens.
All right. Thank you. Guys, let's go get some wood and get this campfire going, or not campfire, this fireplace going.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll say you get a. You kind of furnish up the place and get ready for another night here. It goes uneventful as you go into the night and wake up in the morning. And we will head out next time on Pokemon Ice.
Aw, yeah.
And with the conquering of the ice plane, you know what I'm going to say.
Oh,
No.
Give me a 7. Why was, what's the joke? 6 afraid of...
7,
7?
It
Yeah.
ate
7, 8,
9.
9.
It ate
Yeah,
9.
level 9. Woohoo!
Yay!
Well,
Level 5 spell.
All right,
slot.
nice.
Yeah. All right. So you have some decisions to make, and we'll see what decisions. Well, some of you have decisions to make. You know, that's the problem with 5e. I wish there was a decision for everyone at every level, but that's not how it works.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I can't
You know, because
say
you could be
that
like,
till
hey,
level
guess what I did at level 9? Yeah, I picked this spell and got this. It's like, I got extra attack. I know you don't
got
get
a
extra
rock.
attack at 9, but, you know.
No, I wish. Could you give me extra attack at 9? That'd be nice, I think.
Yeah.
This is why you also be multi-classing, because clearly then you have to make choices.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, of course.
All right. Yeah. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see what happens next time as we continue on the Ice Continent with some new information, perhaps some new directions to go, some new objectives. We'll see you next time.
Bye.